this is Taeyun. This is a tutorial video for my class at the University of Denver called Time. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to work with the cameras that you have in class. And also a bit of more advanced editing skills. So I'm gonna switch from the camera AX43 to an older camera that I have, which is facing my direction now. So once you get the camera, you're gonna want to release the camera from the tripod. And most likely it will come separated. Here you'll see that the camera has this little metal piece that you can rotate to unleash. I would normally use a coin or something metallic to do that. Let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah, I just have a small metal pin. You could use a coin or anything like that. So you release this and you'll actually see inside of the camera there are two holes, the one metallic, one plastic. And also in this head piece of the tripod, there's actually two. The reason that this moves around is that some cameras actually have a different depth or different distance between the plastic and then the metal parts. So you would bring this in and then use any sharp material to attach the camera so it's safe. So make sure that that's safe, and your tripod is going to be your best friend for all the shooting. So it has a few moving parts. Most importantly, this knob will help kind of tighten and release the vertical movement. This knob will allow you to rotate. And this blue piece is actually for you to release the headpiece. So you would insert, you hear the noise, you lock this, you lock this. Actually, the whole body needs to move, yeah. And release the legs, and also you can go up and down. But yeah, just be gentle with the tripod and also the camera. Especially be gentle with the camera so that you don't drop it. If you drop it, it's most likely gonna have some damage. And also make sure this LCD panel is safe. So don't try to force it or put pressure. So press the power button here. And normally it's gonna have the display of what you see here. So when you turn on the camera, you'll see preview of whatever subject matter is in front of you, like this. You can zoom in or zoom out. And there's a button which is right here that will record. So on the preview, you'll actually see the red indicator to show that you are indeed recording. And you can press it again to stop. And when you want to review the footage, you could press this play button, and that will make all the footages available for you. And it's a touch screen, so you touch, and then files will be available. So back to the shooting mode. I want to show you how to work with some of the features. So touch screen, go to menu, go to camera, and there are some of the essential features that you will need to use. We'll start with the white balance. So there are a few modes. There are the indoor, which is something that I should be using now. Well, actually that's outdoor. indoor, which appears to be blue because it's very yellow space right now, but you might need it in other place. Or you could actually use the white balance. So the way to use the white balance in kind of a professional way is you get a piece of white paper and you shoot it from the camera and you can actually set that as the white balance. So what you didn't see is that when you press the custom, there's a little button to set the white balance. So this is the view that I have right now. Everything looks pretty color correct. And you can kind of, I can actually change the white balance to this outdoor or indoor. And you can see that it's slightly different, but this white balance is as accurate as I could get. So that's really good. So this is what the menu looks like. And you can only change the image quality and other stuff when you're not shooting, so make sure that you're not recording at the moment. When you press this, you get all the options and the way to move it around is you can touch this. So in the movies, FX is the highest quality. There's a few different varieties. The difference is that the highest quality will take up the most disk space. I personally think there are not so much difference between the highest and high quality, but you might want to test it yourself. Frame rate, so this is important. 60i stands for 60 images per second interlaced, and P means progressive. So it's just the ways in which that the camera handles the images interlaced is that they're kind of like woven into each other, so it tends to be a bit smoother. But 60p is progressive, and each frames are independent, and it tends to be sharper. We would normally retreat to 60i. 24p is 24 frames per second, and that's kind of a classic cinematic style. So different options for images, shooting mode, movies. Yeah, so we did a white balance and image quality. I think that's sort of like the main thing that you will be sort of changing. Oh yeah, if you might actually need to format your disk, like your hard disk, if it has a work by other students, or you might have downloaded your stuff. So you go to format here, and then you can format the memory card. I'm not going to do it now because I'm still recording. One thing that I think is important that I would like to recommend you to do it is that actually the date change. So it's kind of factory default into the year that this was created and sold, but obviously it's been a few years. So let's actually go to, this is, I think, what day is it? I think it's January 28th. And we are going to go to 4, and the time is 4 15, 16. Huh. I guess I need to go all the way around. Yeah, 418. Or it's actually 437. Okay, so this is actually going to be very helpful for you because otherwise your video is going to be time coded in a different time zone or different time altogether. And that actually makes it really difficult to find the video footage when you're in the process of editing. So I would really recommend you to adjust the time. So let's actually see what the camera looks like now. So it's super dark right now. So we're gonna go here. It's really gonna change the manual now, exposure now. So I would like to be able to see my face even in a backlight situation. So that's manual, so that's done. So same camera, same room, but much more visible in terms of the face and light. So that's how you work with this camera. You can change the focus. If you want to do manual focus, it will actually try to focus onto something that's like really far away. Or if you have the short distance, it's actually gonna focus like right here. Or I could actually show off my watch. Yeah. So this is cool because this way my finger is not focused, but my watch is. So you can get a cool shot like that. And you can kind of leave the character in a blurry mode after you shoot it. So if I leave my footage like that, it's only going to be when my watch is in focus that you'll actually see the footage clearly. So that's really cool. Yeah. I just want to show you one more time how to work with the focus. So focus is here. If I have it on auto, the camera will want to be focused all the time. So this means my windshield is focused. If I zoom out, the buildings are focused. If I zoom out even more, even my background is focused. But that's good for like documentary shooting where you're moving around the different target and there's a lot of like movement of the subject, and also like you're also moving, so you can't always be focusing. But it may not be what you want when you're doing more intentional shooting or artistic images that you're trying to make. So let's go here to camera, to focus, to manual. And if I have it on an infinity mode, if I zoom in, the camera is not going to focus on the windshield or the net. Actually, it's going to try to capture the image of the Rocky Mountain or anything that's really far. So even this is close, so we might want to change the meter. And there you get the image of the construction site and not as much of the Rocky Mountain. And it's cool because like when you have your finger like that in front of the view, it's not focused. So you get this ghostly images of a person, me, moving around kind of like that. So that's how you work with the zoom and also the focus function. So along with the exposure it's really the key kind of the tool that you have as a filmmaker to design and create different kinds of images. So good luck shooting. Be really gentle with this camera, please. These are our babies. We want to take care of them. Don't drop them. Don't try to do action shot. There are GoPros and other 360 cameras in the tech check that you can do action shots. Be gentle with this. It is expensive and it is delicate, so don't drop it. Don't do extreme shoots again, and be gentle. So here is our Sony AX43 camera that you have for EDP. Thank you.